Message regarding the alleged porn model photos. Something that keeps repeating since the time of Billy Mayer as an attempt to discredit the work. We have said it before, but we will repeat. There was never any deception on the part of the Taygetans, and there is no fraud. But where the deception does lie is in the context where such images could be found. It is easy to insert any scenario on the web just with the technology used on Earth. Photo montages, implants, alterations of all kinds with the view to discredit, even with dates to give it all more realism, is commonly done against people who do not fit the agenda of the ones behind the discrediting campaign. It is nothing new and has been done before with Billy Mayer and others. And if you have advanced technologies from outside Earth, that adds up to it being incredibly easy. It is done constantly, and we have warned about this problem years ago. We have commented many times that the subject of photos is very sensitive. Among other reasons, this is why, and that the controllers would make any attempt to defame the Taygetans. We have even mentioned the use of clones, inserts of complete identities, etc., that could be used to contaminate this contact. It is this more complex context that escapes or is omitted on purpose by the people who were in contact with our team, with clear intention to damage the hard work in which we are involved. And who is behind this is the same group as always, passionately dedicated to look for any argument that can help them to destroy this project. No extraterrestrial race is going to travel 440 light years to Earth, dedicate themselves to all kinds of serious work, and to provide advanced information of all types for years, only to then shoot themselves in the foot in such an absurd way as providing photos of porn models from the net. Why not someone in another industry or someone totally unknown? Who would commit this kind of mistake? As Yaski said last night, that's why, among other reasons, more races don't approach us, because they end up in Playboy. Anyone who would doubt this contact by paying attention to these kinds of accusations, I would invite you first to evaluate the knowledge that is given itself, the content, the complexity of the information that has been flowing for years and keeps on flowing. That is what is important. It is there where you can know what kind of people are behind this information, by what they transmit for your personal expansion. There is no deception, and there never was. What there is the omission of the larger context explained above. With contact as complex as this one, where worlds intertwine, where the extraterrestrial 5D element is mixed with the terrestrial reality, always and around every subject, there will be contexts that are larger, more complex, and more advanced, that cannot always be understood by the 3D human mind. As we always say, there are 5D components and causes effects within 3D reality that only someone in 5D can see. But someone in 3D will only see the 3D parts, explanations, and contexts, those that are most simple and most obvious to the eye, limited by the lack of the wide-angle vision. And without these wider contexts, it is easy to fall into erroneous judgments and conclusions, especially when fostered by personal resentment. Where, by the way, we feel very sorry that the contact experience has not gone well for some people. And I say some because there are many others for whom the contact turned out to be very harmonious and relevant. They just don't go public because they want to keep it private. As a last comment, I will continue to share the incredible information given unconditionally by our Svarunian and Taygetan friends. And I suggest that you do not fall into the old and predictable trap set up by the enemies of this work to discredit Taygetan image and stop the impact of this disclosure. They have done it before, with the same tricks. They are and will be doing it again. We move on.